Capricorn, captivating Capricorn, courageous Capricorn, calculated Capricorn. Hi, how is everyone? Blessed, I hope. We are going to pull a energy reading for the new moon in super new moon in Gemini. What makes it super? The fact that it's at its closest point to Earth, which means it's the strongest new moon of the year. It's in Gemini, and it is all about communication. So any troubles you're having, any arguments, disagreements, struggles, try to solve them with communication. And you will be in the energy of the new moon, super new moon in Gemini. So a quick text message, a letter, verbal, little chit chat, all and any forms of communication are probably the best route to take. We are going to pull from 3 decks because communication. So I thought, well, let's get a little more communication written from the cards. So I pulled one card from the Fairy Guidance Oracle on what you need to be reflecting on over the next month, this cycle. And then I decided to pull the new moon spread from the Moonology deck, Moonology Oracle. And then we'll pull a new moon spread from Tarot. And that'll be it. But hopefully it will be helpful. Now, let me say that this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. And it is being pulled during the new moon in Gemini energy. But when this message finds you is when you are meant to hear it. When we are meant, when what is meant for us will find us. So whenever you find this, or whenever this finds you, there is hopefully a message in it that will help you or heal you or any of the positive things that tarot can do for you, or clarity. But anywho, so what you need to reflect on, one more please, sorry, 1 second, Capricorn, let me just finish your shuffle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wow, Capricorn. There's a lot of love out here, a lot of emotion, a lot of love, a lot of emotion. But what you need to be reflecting on every chance you get is discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. That's beautiful. And sometimes we think, life is harder or easier or pointless or whatever until we change our perspective. So I think that's what this is telling you. If there's something, in life or your situation that seems bleak, literally stand on a chair and then look at it, or lay down on the ground and look at it because things look different from every angle. So think about it like that. But discovery, behold the world with new eyes. Love it. And Capricorn, what's rising up in you, this new moon, came up as a new start is coming. So I love that, because maybe you need a new start. Maybe that's why you need to discover the world with new eyes, because you got a new start coming. And the main message of this new moon, Capricorn, is you are enough. Let me say it again. You are enough. Like, I really don't think some of us hear that enough. But you, Capricorn, my sweet Capricorn, you are enough. And that is the message that the new moon is wanting you to hear loud and clear in the upcoming month. And because this is why I love tarot, the final outcome is communication is key. New moon in Gemini. What? I couldn't do that if I tried. So, know you are enough. Know that something new is coming. Try to enjoy it through new eyes. And anytime in doubt, communication is key. Okay? And what the new moon's bringing up in your tarot reading is the Six of Cups. So there's some sort of sense or something about your childhood or the way things were, or that's giving you it's the memories that you have when you look back that feel good and feel warm. It's something that you sometimes can't even put words to. It's like a childhood vibe. Oh, sorry. Or that you somehow want to bring forth into your present or give to those in your present, or trying to think. I just want to shut this off for you. It's my brother, and he's anywho's he has to stay where he's at, so I'm not too worried. But anyways, there's something from, whether it's just an essence, a vibe, a memory, a tradition maybe that you took part in as a kid or when you were younger, that you want to bring into your present. That's going to be different for everybody, but it's a beautiful memory. You know, not everyone, unfortunately, looks back at their childhood and has fond memories. But whatever this essence is, goes back to when you were young, and it's a good, warm feeling that you're trying to bring into the present. And that's what this new moon is bringing up for you. And what needs to be pruned, which came up as the Four of Pentacles, or Four of Cups, sorry, Four of Cups, what needs to be pruned. And when I say prune, like, I don't know if I already told you, but when you prune a plant, you cut all the dead leaves off so that it can grow bigger and more beautiful and in its fullest potential. Well, that's what this new moon in Gemini is asking. It's not asking you to manifest. It's not asking you to release. It's asking you to cut away, and not completely. Pruning isn't cutting the whole plant away. It's just what's dead or doesn't need to be there so that it can grow into its fullest. And so, Capricorn, it's asking you to take a look at your life or your situation or yourself personally, and prune what is keeping you from blooming. Okay. And it came up as the Four of Cups. And again, that is crazy because it's Four of Cups is also about, it's the what's the point card to me. To me, the Four of Cups is just someone going, what's the point? Why bother? Never works out for me. Or there's no point. It's always the same. Like, that kind of, and it's asking you to cut that away. And again, try a new perspective. Look at a situation differently. See your cup as half full instead of half empty. Or, but it's also maybe spending time with somebody. You need to cut some time back. And anything you're putting more into than you feel you're getting back, cut it back, because cups, you got the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups. It's a lot of emotion. So I'm thinking it's wherever you're pouring more in than you're getting back, maybe cut that. Definitely cut that, because you don't, not that we, we want to be kind and we want to be loving, but when we're doing something for someone or a situation or a job or what different for everybody, but when we're putting everything we got in and it's not giving that back, that's when we have to stop and realize this isn't, like attracts like, or this isn't energy matching energy. It's me giving and you taking. Bottom line, that's not healthy. Not for the taker and not for you. So, and you need to take care of that, because what your spirit needs to welcome in this new cycle came up as the Page of Cups. And that is like, your spirit needs to feel love. Your spirit needs that innocent daydreaming love. That, I don't know if when you were a kid, you ever fantasized about your future, or, and in your mind, you're like, I'm gonna, wear a dress or a tux or get married on a beach, or whatever, any childhood fantasy that you played out. Oh, I'm going to be a knight. Or maybe when you were a kid, you're like, I'm going to be a race car driver. Your spirit wants you to live in that anything is possible kind of vibe. That's what your spirit needs right now. Your spirit wants you to look at life and realize it's never too late. Anything is possible. I can dream big. I can go for it. You are enough. That's where you will heal and bloom. If you can change your perspective and look at life and allow your imagination to run wild, allow yourself to dream outside of the box, allow yourself to dream like a kid, and have hope and have desire, that is going to bring you to the final outcome, which came up as the Tower card. Now, the Tower is not well known as a favorable card, but for something new to begin, something has to end. And this isn't the kind of ending that's like, this isn't, oh, I'm throwing the leftovers away because nobody ate them. No, this is like, you left a job because you got a job that you feel is more near and dear to your heart, or you left a relationship because you deserve to be treated better. They're monumental towers. So it's going to be like, you moved out of the city because you knew that your soul will rest easy in the country. Or, it's going to be different for everybody, but it's going to be big. But that is making space for what it is that you're dreaming about. So even though your final outcome is the Tower, which is drastic change, which is the crumbling of a life, or a situation, job, something that you maybe didn't see coming, but it has to end to make room for what is meant for you. Okay. And that is hard sometimes for us to wrap our heads around, because, people will be in a shitty relationship, or no, scratch that, a crappy job. And they're thinking they're stuck because it's what pays the bills. They can't think, I'm stuck in this job forever. And then next thing they know, the company shuts down and they're out on their butt. But now they have the opportunity to go after what they want. So it's kind of like that. But I love this for you, Capricorn, because if you can communicate your needs, I think it's beautiful. I think what's coming in for you, if you can embrace it and allow yourself to kind of have the heart of a kid again, or think in that manner, you are going to discover a whole new world. And I think you're going to be very happy because these are all very happy cards. The Tower, it's all about perspective. So just know that you are good enough. And what awaits you is your biggest dreams. Dream big. Go for it. Because you deserve it. And, before I go, summer solstice is the 21st or 20th of June, which means the days are going to start getting shorter. I know, wasn't it last week that the days started getting longer? Well, no. We're halfway through the year, and sadly, the days are going to start to get shorter. So I'm telling you this so that if you don't want the whole summer to fly by or the season to fly by and go, what happened? You can take a pause and do the things you love to do on days that are, light out till 9:30 at night before it's too late. Okay, so I hope this helps, Capricorn, and I will see you in the next one. Happy super new moon in Gemini. Bye.